Manchester United's Champions League dream is on a knife's edge, and just when things look stable under Michael Carrick, injuries are threatening to derail it. Mason Mount's recovery, Matthijs de Ligt's setback, Patrick Dorgu's progress. All eyes are on the treatment room before the clash with Everton. But how bad is it really, and what does it mean for Carrick's growing revolution at Old Trafford? Welcome back to the channel, Reds. If you breathe football and bleed red, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and drop your score prediction for the Everton match in the comments. Let's see who truly believes Carrick's side can keep the top 4 momentum alive. Now, let's break it all down, injury by injury, decision by decision. We'll go deep into both the rehabilitation front and how these absences might shape United's tactical identity heading into that tense trip to Merseyside. There's a certain irony about Manchester United's timing this season. Just when the football looks free-flowing again, with Carrick orchestrating something smart, calm, and disciplined, the injury list decides to grow longer than the matchday program. Let's start with Mason Mount. The midfielder has endured a frustrating stop-start campaign. Fans had just begun to see flashes of that relentless pressing and clever movement that made him a Chelsea standout. But a muscular problem during training halted his progress once more. Carrick, in his typically measured way, confirmed Mount is not far off, though he remains cautious. The target? Possibly a return within the next week or two, but Everton may come just too soon. Carrick emphasised the need to avoid pushing Mount prematurely. He knows the importance of rhythm, not just availability. This opens a tactical debate. Without Mount's direct runs between the lines, Carrick has leaned again on the trio of Fernandes, Mainu, and Casemiro, players who can control rather than constantly break forward. It's steadier football, but it loses some creative chaos. And that's something United have occasionally missed against compact sides like Everton. Matthijs de Ligt, the wall that's cracked. Then we move to Matthijs de Ligt, United's defensive dream signing, now on the treatment table. It's been a turbulent few weeks since he picked up a minor hamstring strain. Initially, there was hope he'd bounce back quickly, but Carrick confirmed that recovery has been slower than expected. The Dutchman's absence leaves a noticeable dent in the backline. His calm under pressure and leadership when playing out from the back have already improved United's defensive transitions. Without him, Carrick may need to trust Varane again alongside Lisandro Martinez, a pairing with history, but not one without occasional miscommunications. Training footage suggests de Ligt is back on the grass, working individually, which is typically step 2 of a 4-stage protocol. Individual drills, integration with team warm UPS, non-contact ball work, and then full sessions. If all continues smoothly, he could be ready for the following week's fixtures. But as any physio will tell you, a returning centre-back must be 100% because one hesitation in acceleration equals another setback. Patrick Dorgu, the young hope learning the hard way. Patrick Dorgu's case hits differently. The young fullback, brought in for his speed and engine, had impressed in training before a minor ankle sprain. United fans haven't seen much of him in competitive play, but Carrick recognises his long-term potential. The club's medical report tags Dorgu as nearing team reintegration, which translates to light training under supervision. Everton's game might be too soon, yet Carrick's use of academy fullbacks this season reminds everyone that he isn't afraid to trust youth. Should the situation call for emergency cover, Dorgu could make the bench in the following fixture window. The wider picture: Carrick's calm amid chaos. The fascinating part here isn't just who's injured, it's how Carrick's temperament manages the situation. Old Trafford's new interim boss has engineered 4 wins in 5 matches despite the rotating injury wheel. His simplified patterns, encouraged intelligent passing angles, and injected belief that United can grind results even when half the midfield is glued to the physio's table. The draw with West Ham highlighted this balance: composure under pressure but maybe lacking that extra spark, the very thing a fit Mount might have supplied. Carrick knows this, which is why his pre-Everton message focused on consistency and patience. He trusts the process, not panicked patch UPS. Everton await. Moyes versus Carrick, the mentor meets the student. On the opposing touchline stands David Moyes, a figure who once held the United job himself. Football never skips poetic symmetry, does it? The returning narrative, the student facing the master, with both having something to prove. Everton, under Moyes, are stubborn, direct, and physically aggressive. They thrive on disrupting rhythm. Carrick's approach, therefore, relies heavily on who recovers in time. Without Mount and Ligt at full fitness, United must bank on Fernandes' creativity and Martinez's leadership to steer through the chaos. It's a test not just of tactics, but resilience. Whenever injuries pile up, pessimism spreads fast. But Carrick's United might turn this into fuel rather than fear. Take Kobbie Mainoo, the teenager who stepped into midfield like he's been there for years. Fewer passes sideways, more composure under pressure. These moments build a career. Then you've got Alejandro Garnacho, whose unpredictability widens the pitch whenever United's midfield gets congested. Carrick's man management shines here, buoying youth confidence without overhyping it. With Mount sidelined, Mainoo gets crucial minutes. With Dorgu out, Wan-Bissaka or Dalot get freedom to stretch play wide. Every injury reshapes opportunity. Defensively, without the big Dutch enforcer, Carrick might revert to a hybrid system. Martinez stepping slightly higher into midfield build-up, Varane anchoring deeper, allowing Shaw or Dalot to invert centrally. It's subtle but effective. Controlling central space limits Everton's aerial strengths. Carrick knows that at Goodison Park, second balls win wars. The silver lining is pattern repetition. When defenders rotate positions under strain, unit chemistry deepens. United experienced this last season under injury pressure, and often emerged smarter tactically. Think of it as enforced education. Mount's perspective, recovering body, strengthening mind. Mount's rehabilitation involves not just muscle repair but restoring agility confidence. United's physio team reportedly uses specialized treadmill work to calibrate sprint patterns and reactive movement. It's clinical detail, but it matters. For elite players, 99% recovery is incomplete. Confidence makes up the final 1%. Carrick, a former midfielder himself, understands the mental battle of injury. It's why he emphasizes calm reflection and shared responsibility. His post-training debrief reportedly focuses on roles, not names. No guilt toward absentees, no overdependency on stars. That's leadership in its purest form. Dorgu and the pathway for youth. Patrick Dorgu's injury may slow his rise, but Carrick's pathway planning ensures he's still in focus. The manager often invites younger players into tactical meetings, keeping them mentally connected even while sidelined. For Dorgu, those classroom-style briefings accelerate understanding of Premier League tempo before he even steps onto the pitch. That's how great systems breed reliability, not by plugging holes, but by growing versatile problem solvers. So, as Manchester United head to Merseyside, it's not just a game, it's a test of adaptability. Mount's recovery, De Ligt's patience, Dorgu's promise, all threads in a season-long story of reinvention. Carrick's calm, intelligent stewardship will be judged not by who's missing, but by how those available rise to the challenge. If you made it this far, you're clearly a dedicated Red. Give yourself a virtual round of applause. Thumbs up sign. Before you go, drop a comment below. Which returning player do you think will make the biggest impact down the stretch? And of course, hit that like, slap subscribe, and ring the bell, because the next few weeks could define United's entire season.